Namaskar. While studying the physical geography of the earth, it is necessary to know the geological time scale of the earth. The study of the geological time scale is necessary to every student of earth and other sciences. The development of the earth has taken place over a period of billions of years. The evolution of life on earth is also a part of the earth's very long history. The age of the earth is also related to the age of the solar system and also our Milky Way galaxy. From the Big Bang till today, the time frame of the earth's evolution is very extensive. The periods of remarkable development in the evolution of life, evolution of continents, evolution of ocean basins and their constituents are represented in the form of eras, periods, epochs and ages. The geological time scale is very vast and wide. The geological time scale was constructed using the evidences collected from field observations, fossil records, stratigraphic correlations, radioactive dating, paleomagnetic orientations of sediments, orbital revolution of the earth and also the rotation of the earth. These changes that occurred throughout the history of the earth stand in marked contrast to the orderly and uniform operation of natural systems. Whereas the early history is described in billion year units of time and the late geological time is described in million year units of time. The recent time is described in thousands of year units. Hence, in this episode, the following aspects of the geological time scale are highlighted: history of the time scale, the geological time scale, Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era and the Cenozoic era. Let us see the first part, history of the time scale. Everything we do is related to time. We are living in an age in which time and time measurement are extremely important. Time is also marked by certain characteristic or unique set of events. When we list the events in an order in which they took place, we can establish a chronological sequence of all the events. The measurement of time is accomplished with two kinds of clocks known as mechanical clocks and natural clocks. Our wall clock or wristwatch is a mechanical clock. There are several kinds of natural clocks and calendars used to refer the events of the past to the present. For understanding the past geological events, geological clocks were used. They are the radioactive clocks or the atomic clocks and the stratigraphic units correlated with fossil population. Radioactive disintegration is an accurate phenomena to find out the date of Earth's naturally occurring materials. The life of the radioactive element is expressed in terms of its half life, that is the time required for half of any original amount of material to be transformed into another material. The actual rate of decay has been found to be entirely independent of the environmental factors. This is a major advantage for adopting and accepting the measurements using radioactive methods. Using this method, the relative ages of most of the rocks of the earth were dated during the early 1800s and also the late 1700s. By following the principles of superposition, fossil correlation and relative dating of atomic clocks in rocks, the geological time scale was prepared in the year 1833 and later in 1905. The original idea has come from the works of Johann Lehmann. The geological time scale is a reference scale for the entire Earth's history. It helps to understand the entire history of the earth into workable units. Based on all the available evidences, the earth is found to be around 4,500 million years old. In other words, the earth is almost 4.5 billion years old since the starting point of the hot universe which gave birth to the galaxies. let us see the geological time scale. Millennium, century and decade are the references made to denote the periods used in these time units. In addition, the divisions in the time scale were made into the following units also. Eon is one important one. Eon is the first one. Eon is the mega unit comprising a duration of half a billion years or more time. Era is used to refer the duration of several hundred millions of years. Period is used to cover hundreds of millions of years. Epoch is used to denote the duration of tens of millions of years, and age is used to cover a duration of millions of years in the Earth's history. The geological time scale of the Earth is divided into two major eons as Phanerozoic eon and Cryptozoic eon. The term Phanerozoic was derived from the Greek word phaneros, meaning visible, and zoo means life. The term Phanerozoic was used to refer the eon of visible life on Earth. The term Azoic was used to denote the eon of no life on the Earth. The term Cryptozoic was derived from the Greek word crypto means hidden and zoo means life. Cryptozoic eon refers to the eon of hidden life. These two eons are divided into various eras. The geologic time of the Earth is divided into 5 major eras as Archean era, Precambrian era, Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era and the Cenozoic era. Archean era is the oldest era and Cenozoic era is the youngest era. The duration of Precambrian era refers to the span of time between 4500 million years and 540 million years. It is further divided into two eras as Proterozoic era and Archean era. The term Proterozoic era refers to the period from 2500 million years to 540 million years, and also the Archean era refers to the period from 4500 million years to 2500 million years. The Precambrian era is the oldest era of the Earth. The period between the formation of the Earth around 4600 million years to the beginning of the Cambrian period, which was at 542 million years, is named as the Precambrian era. It accounts for about 88% of the total geologic time. Very little is known about the Earth's history during this period. The fossil record of Precambrian period is very poor. The fossils present, like stromatolites, are of limited biostratigraphic use in this period. Details of plate motions and other tectonic functions are hazily known in the Precambrian era. The notable observations of Precambrian period are the first appearance of life on Earth, tectonic plates were present and began moving, atmosphere became enriched in oxygen, dry and cold climate to warm and moist conditions prevailed on the Earth. This is the earliest of all of the geological ages. It is further divided into Proterozoic era and Archean era. The age of the Earth is probably about 4500 million years. The Archean era is the oldest era of the Earth between 3960 million years and 2500 million years. The significant observations of Archean era are extensive mountain building, formation of banded iron ores and greenstone belts, existence of shallow seas, accumulation of free oxygen and origin of life, especially the prokaryotes, bacteria and the blue-green algae. The Proterozoic era is the second era after Archean era. The significant observations of the Proterozoic period are dry and cold climate, warm and moist conditions, origin of eukaryotic cells and multicellular life, occurrence of earliest known fossils including of soft-bodied marine invertebrates, origin of sponges, cnidarians and annelids like sea anemones and segmented flatworms. The next important area is the Paleozoic era. The duration of Paleozoic era is the time of ancient life. This is the second major era of Earth's history. It is the age of invertebrates. This era has the span of time between 540 million years and 245 million years. It is further divided into 6 periods as Permian, Carboniferous, Devonian, Silurian, Ordovician and Cambrian. Cambrian is the oldest among these. The Cambrian period is spread between 540 and 505 million years. This is the period of abundant life on Earth after the Proterozoic period. The significant observations of Cambrian period are prevalence of mild climate, extensive seas spilling over the continents, shelled marine invertebrates, explosive growth of eukaryotic organisms, swimming, floating, crawling, clinging and burrowing sea animals, appearance of trilobites, brachiopods, gastropods, radiolarians, sponges, echinoderms, starfishes, sea cucumbers, jellyfish, worms and water scorpions. Existence of plants was also observed in the form of algae during this period. There was an absence of land plants. Prosperity of life in the oceans than land has happened in this period. During this period, the continents had a soil crust and were resembling like deserts. The next one is the Ordovician period. The Cambrian period is followed by the Ordovician period. It has the duration between 505 and 438 million years. The significant observations of the Ordovician period are mild climate, adaptive radiation which is called as Ordovician radiation, shallow seas retreating from land and spreading back, all plants and animals still restricted to water, first vertebrates originated as jawless fishes, dominance of invertebrates, dominance of crustaceans, trilobites, graptolites, brachiopods, bryozoans, echinoderms, corals, mollusks and cephalopods, all of them were available in the water masses. The first fungi got originated during this period. Invasions of land by plants were started during this period. Sea levels were high during Ordovician. First known marine transgressions occurred during this period. Southern continents were collected into a single land mass during this period and it was called as the Gondwana land. Major mountain building activities also happened during this period. Then comes the Silurian period. The Ordovician period is followed by the Silurian period. It is spread between 438 and 408 million years. The significant observations of the Silurian period are mild climate, stable and warm temperature, continents were generally flat and flooded, notable mountain building occurred in Europe, rise of fishes and reef building corals, abundance of shell forming sea animals, dominance of sea lilies, eurypterids and land scorpions, invasion of land by arthropods, origin of earliest vascular plants on earth, modern group of algae and fungi got evolved during this period. 60% of the marine species were wiped out at the base of the Silurian period. This is the first period to see macrofossils of extensive terrestrial biota in the Earth's history. Next period is the Devonian period. The Silurian period is followed by the Devonian period. It is spread between 408 and 360 million years. The significant observations of the Devonian period are violent volcanic eruptions and crustal movements, folding and mountain building activities. Climate became drier during this period. Sea covered most of the land. This period was called as the age of fishes, sharks and rays. Fishes move into the open seas. Lunked fishes, amphibians appeared during the Devonian period. Mollusks were abundant. extinction of primitive vascular plants happened, origin of modern vascular plants with true leaves, roots and stems were seen, earth appeared to look green, some plants started to produce seeds rather than spores. The Devonian period is followed by the Carboniferous period. It is spread between 360 and 286 million years. The significant observations of the Carboniferous period are: it is known for its coal deposits, limestones and grit stones. The Hercynian orogenic movements happened during this period. This period has also shown abundant life on land and water. Large primitive trees, first land vertebrates and sea invertebrates have been seen from this period. The prevalence of foraminifers, bryozoans, brachiopods, cephalopods, blastoids, crinoids and corals were seen during this period. Brachiopods are the zone fossils of Carboniferous period. Lamellibranchs and winged insects were important fauna of this period. Swamp forests with ferns were existing. Lepidodendron and Sigillaria were prominent flora during this period. The first reptiles laid eggs with shells in this period. The highest ever atmospheric oxygen levels were seen on earth only during this period. The Carboniferous period is followed by the last period of this era called Permian period. It is spread between 286 and 245 million years. The significant observations of the Permian period are: worldwide continental uplift and orogenic movements, widespread aridity on one side and glaciation at the other side, extinction of Paleozoic plants and invertebrates, reduction in all types of life, almost 95% of life on the earth became extinct, primitive reptiles dominated in places, extinction of all trilobites, graptolites and blastoids, beetles and flies got evolved during this period, marine life flourished in warm shallow reefs, abundance of spiriferid brachiopods, bivalves, foraminifers and ammonites, cone bearing gymnosperms, and first true mosses appeared during this period. The land masses unite into the supercontinent Pangaea, creating the Appalachians, and this period recorded the end of Permo-Carboniferous glaciation. The fourth era, which is very important, is the Mesozoic era. The duration of Mesozoic era is the time of middle life in the history of the earth. This is the age of the reptiles. This era has the span of time between 245 and 66.4 million years. The Mesozoic era is further divided into three periods as Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous period. Triassic is the oldest and Cretaceous is the youngest. The Triassic period is the first period of Mesozoic era. It is spread between 245 and 208 million years. The significant observations of Triassic period are: continent emergent, seas marginal, the climate was arid, occurrence of terrestrial deposition happened, formation of salt, gypsum and red beds happened, dominance of Archosaurus on the land as dinosaurs, Ichthyosaurus, Nothosaurus in oceans and Pterosaurus in the air, appearance of primitive mammals, domination of reptiles and cycads, reduction of marine invertebrates. The first mammals and crocodiles appeared during this period. Dichroidium flora were common on the land. Extreme abundance of ceratitic ammonites were seen during this period. Modern corals appeared during this period. Orogenic movements prevailed in some parts. Pangaea was still in existence. Altering global climate and ocean circulation happened during this period. The appearance of modern conifers, cycadioids, first turtles, lizards and mammals and dinosaurs appeared during this period. The next period is the Jurassic period. The world's most famous period is the Jurassic period. The dominance of dinosaurs in the Jurassic period got registered in every mind of the human life due to the global media coverage. It is spread between 208 and 44 million years. The significant observations of the Jurassic period are atmospheric CO2 levels 4 to 5 times more than the present day levels, many types of dinosaurs like sauropods, carnosaurs and stegosaurs dominated, great plant eating dinosaurs were in existence, lush growth of ferns and palm like cycads, gymnosperms also have grown much, oceans were with full of fish, squids and coiled ammonites, appearance of the first frogs, salamanders, crocodiles, flying reptiles and birds were seen during this period. The formation of oil fields of North Sea happened during this period. Next comes the Cretaceous period. The Cretaceous period is a notable period in geological history. It is spread between 144 and 66.4 million years. The significant observations of the Cretaceous period are: this is the last period of the age of dinosaurs. First primates and angiosperms appeared during this period. World continent Pangaea begins during this period. Atmospheric CO2 close to present day levels. Modern flowering plants proliferated along with new types of insects, ammonites, belemnites, bivalves, echinoids and sponges were all common during this period. Many new types of dinosaurs and crocodiles appeared on land. Modern sharks appeared in the sea. Primitive birds appeared during this period. Breakup of Gondwana and beginning of Rocky Mountains happened in this period only. Widespread epicontinental seas were emanated. Extensive chalk deposits were seen in the deposits of this period. Marine pelecypods were very abundant during this period. The fifth part is the Cenozoic era. The duration of Cenozoic era is the time of recent life. This is the age of mammals. The era has the span of time from 65 million years ago to the present day. It is further divided into two major eras as Tertiary era and the Quaternary era. Tertiary era is the old one and the Quaternary era is the recent one. Tertiary era was considered as the age of mammals and the Quaternary era was considered as the age of man. The Tertiary era includes the periods Pliocene, Miocene, Oligocene, Eocene and Paleocene. The Quaternary era includes the periods Holocene and Pleistocene. The significant observations of this period are: climate was tropical, modern plants appeared, mammals diversified into a number of primitive lineages following the extinction of the dinosaurs. The first large mammals appeared, alpine orogeny happened, Himalayan orogeny happened during this period. The significant observations of Eocene period are: the sea was marginal, extensive terrestrial sedimentation happened, reglaciation in South Pole happened. This was the period of mammalian dominance and subordinate position for reptiles. Moderate cooling climate prevailed. Archaic mammals flourished during this period. Primitive whales diversity was seen and the first grasses appeared during this period. It is followed by the Oligocene period. The significant observations of the Oligocene period are: warm but cooling climate, rapid evolution and diversification of fauna, especially the mammals and modern flowering plants happened, early ancestral elephants appeared, carnivores and ungulates became well established during this period. It is followed by the Miocene period. The significant observations of the Miocene period are: moderate ice house climate, extensive glaciation in southern hemisphere, orogeny in northern hemisphere, modern mammal and bird families became recognizable, horses and mastodons diversified. First apes appeared during this period. Whales, apes and grazing mammals dominated during this period. Widespread volcanism and basaltic flows were seen during this period. Notable advances in the horses and elephant families were noticed during this period. Spread of grasslands as forests contracted during this period. This period was followed by the Pliocene period, that was between 5 and 2 million years. The significant observations of the Pliocene period are: worldwide elevation continued, continental uplift and mountain building happened, ice age began, seas were restricted, cool and dry climates prevailed, many of the existing generation of mammals and recent mollusks appeared, Homo habilis appeared, horses and elephants became almost modern in appearance, the first known appearance of hominids, that is human like primates, happened during this period, and large carnivores were dominated during this period. This period was followed by the Pleistocene period, that was between 1.6 and 0.01 million years. The significant observations of the Pleistocene period are: the dominance of glacial climate. 4 great ice advances and retreats happened during this period. Hence, the Pleistocene period was considered as the era of ice ages. Evolution of modern humans happened during this period, and also flourishing and then extinction of many large mammals happened during this period. This period was the dawn of human Stone Age cultures. Volcanic eruptions destroyed many human populations during this Pleistocene period. Cro-Magnon man, the first appearance of present species, happened during this period. Neanderthal man, the Paleolithic culture, evolved during this period, and the Heidelberg man and also the Paleolithic culture was also happened during this period. Extinction of many large mammals and birds also happened due to human activities of Pleistocene period. This period was followed by the Holocene period. The Holocene period spanned over the period of 10,000 years to the present day. The significant observations of Holocene period are: the rise of human civilization, major habitat changes and deforestations caused by the introduction of pests and habitat destruction has happened during this period. The beginning of agriculture happened in this period. Humans built cities and houses, settlements during this period. Paleolithic and Neolithic cultures began around 10,000 years BC. The Copper Age was considered around 3,500 years BC. The Bronze Age was considered around 2,500 years BC, and the Iron Age was considered around 1,200 years BC. Man used iron implements in 1350 years BC. Youthful landforms and high relief features were formed during this period. Time has been flowing since the beginning of the earth. Time will continue to flow long after the present generation also. To understand the past, we should know the present. To understand the present, we should know the past. The age of the earth is one important aspect in the earth science studies.